Welcome to GCC ILO Assessment. In this video, we're going to talk about how to add an ILO item to an existing rubric you are already using for grading. So I'm going to go into my assignment, and I already have a rubric in here. It's my example existing rubric. If I click the Edit button for that rubric, I am now ready to add my ILO item. I'm simply going to come to Find Outcome. Any outcomes you've imported into your course will be over here on the left. If this area is blank, go watch the video on how to import items into your Canvas course. Once you identify the item you want to import, click on it, but do not hit import yet. So this is very, very important. You need to scroll down. There's a little checkbox down here called Use this criterion for scoring. It is default checked. That means that if you import this item without unchecking this box, students will earn points on your assignment for this ILO item. In most cases, faculty do not want students to score or to earn points on the ILO. So you want to uncheck that box before you hit import. If you do, what you'll notice is these open boxes for the points that students can earn, but no open box down here. You'll also notice the total points associated with this is just 15, not 19. If for some reason you notice that you have imported the item and it is being scored, simply hit the trash can to delete it, go back to Find Outcome, and re-import after unchecking that box. Now let's talk about a few items down here. This I will write free-form comments when assessing students. Sometimes faculty like to just give feedback and then enter points. This does not work if you're doing ILO assessment because you lose the ability to check the boxes you want to check to send us the data. So please leave that box unchecked. Now, this remove points from rubric. Right now you'll notice all of these different items have points associated. If I check that one, the numbers go away. The problem is the numbers go away in the data that gets sent to us as well, and we have to recreate it from the verbal labels, and it's a lot of work. So please, please, please do not check that box. Remove points from rubric unchecked. We can talk later about the Learning Mastery Gradebook if you want to learn more about that. And then finally, in most cases, this box, use this rubric for assignment grading, will be checked because you are in fact using this rubric for assignment grading. I will hit update and I'm almost ready to go. This is less important in this step than it is in other ones, but of course, this is very critical for all ILO assessment. Your assignment must be published and your course must be published before you submit grades to SIS. If either the course or the assignment is not published at the point at which you submit SIS grades, we get none of the ILO data. So please make sure it's published. Some faculty, if they're assessing ILOs, like to leave the assignment unpublished because they're concerned that students are going to ask, what this means down here. Well, our hope is that you will talk to them about what it means, and we'll be spending more time later giving you some talking points about how to talk to students about ILO assessment. But the other thing is, in all the experience we've had, no student has really ever asked about ILOs, so you're pretty safe even if you leave it in there and have it published for students to look at. Thank you for participating in ILO assessment. If you have questions, reach out to me, your department assessment coordinator, or the Student Affairs Assessment Liaisons. Thank you.